hello Unravel fans, and welcome to the 21st edition of UR Talk, where we're discussing the brand new cards. Now, just very quickly, this is actually our second take. There was a big failure on my part. I somehow thought Hopper LD was +1 damage per, life, so, if you feel that this talk, our kind of review on Hopper LD is a bit kind of regurgitated, then that's probably the reason for that. Anyway, right, so just very quickly, let's go over to the people who are on the show today. Firstly, there's me, of course, who I'm not here for, but secondly, is our co-host, as always, Slify.
Hey.
And also our other guests as well, such as Evad.
Hi, guys.
As well as Sean Red Kid.
Hey.
And just very quickly, you guys can check out their YouTube channels. Firstly, there's youtube.com/IamEvad17. I'll put that in the description below. And also Sean Ray Kid as well. It's basically the same thing. YouTube.com/Sean Ray Kid and everything. They both do a lot of Rivals videos and stuff, which is all very good. Make sure you check those out and everything. Right. So before we start, actually, just very quickly, another bit of shout outs to White Dragon 11, who provides me with a brand new card so I can test them out and everything. So that's all very nice. And also, hopefully we can give a thanks to Shock64 for providing us with the graphics for this UR Talk. Although, having said that, though, in the past, we've had issues. I've had issues with trying to get graphics off people, shall we say. Anyway, right, let's move on to our first card of the day, which is Hopper LD. Hopper LD for the Jungo is legendary and is a 7/4 with the ability of -2 opponent's life, minimum 1. So Slify, first initial thoughts on him?
I do believe, but I think she's a great card, but she's not that great. If that makes any sense. 7 solid power, 4-star. Her abilities and bonuses is really nice. I believe that's a gap of 8 if everything goes.
Yeah.
However, it's not very practical because she has no attack manipulation, no power manipulation, no SOB or SOA to help support her the whole reason. So she's basically a glass cannon. If she hits hard, but it's very hard to hit with her.
Yeah. Would you agree with that, Eva? Do you think it's a glass cannon that we're talking?
Yeah, I love cannon to describe her. Yeah, she's a great card. Get it in if you can get it in. So yeah, she's pretty decent.
Okay.
She's okay. Then I said pretty decent.
Okay. Well, what's the issues with Hopper though, Sean Ray Kid?
Like another card in the clan, just it has the same, almost the same depth, but it has 1 more star and 1 more damage. So
yeah,
one of the main problems.
Yeah.
And just like the other guy said, she hits, but if she doesn't, it's not going to help.
Yeah.
But she can actually get you back matches, so that's actually a good thing.
Yeah, I think that coming back in matches with her is definitely a really good redeeming factor of her. Especially you kind of losing a game, then you can bring in your Hopper LD, and then you're straight back in this game. It's pretty good. If you lose in the opening, or if you're not very good in the opening, you can have that kind of secret weapon that you can bring in. Right. So the main issue I would say with Hopper LD, unfortunately, is the SOA, the DR as well, a bit as well. Actually, maybe not DR. Actually, now I think about it, because before we did, I said I made the mistake about +1 damage, but actually against DR it's not too bad. Would you agree with that, Slippy? Do you think that DR against her is not a huge issue?
I believe I really want that exactly.
Say what?
Pretty sure a wise man in the past that D was an issue. I don't know who, but
Oh, okay. Yeah.
No one will get that because no one heard the first take.
No one heard the first take. No, we all.
So no one. I'm okay with it.
We can get completely. Is someone having Skittles in the background? Just out of curiosity.
No.
Nope.
Okay. I just heard something like beanbaggy or something.
Beanbaggy.
The movement of small object inside of a bag. you know what I mean. See, Slify knows. He's the one with he's the Skittle Bandit in the background there. Just tell.
Is this the part where I laugh at curiosity?
Oh, I'm sorry, Slify. You know,
It's okay.
we forget that you have a hard life. You know, stiff.
I'm a humorless drone.
Yeah, I think it's because it's our second take that you know.
Yeah, it kind of takes away.
Sucks out the humour out of you. You know.
Indeed.
But before, you know, Slify was doing stand-up comedy before. You know.
I am really good at my stand-up.
You know.
And apparently my singing.
But you are sitting down currently, aren't you? So.
I'm actually standing, believe it or
Wow.
not.
Okay. Well.
I get pumped for doing this.
That's hardcore.
Is
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
must be.
Reviews are serious business.
Let's see. All right. Anyway, let's get back to Hopper LD. I mean, there's nothing really more we need to talk about her, really. Obviously, she's a legendary card, so it is a little bit difficult to get. I'm not too sure on their missions. I'm just going to check this now about whether that are they. Do you know if they're hard or not? Because I haven't really done them. If I'm being honest.
They're actually very easy.
Yeah, they're
they're
fairly
easy. They're easy.
Easy. Okay. Let's have a look now. Win 25 rounds with Jungo. Win 50 life in survivor mode. Win 60 life. Okay, that's not too bad. Yeah, I mean, I think they're always the issue with those legendary missions. I think they've got easier and easier. Because I remember when I did the Dudley LD missions, I mean, they were...
Yeah.
Yeah,
To do damage with Candy Jack.
Oh my god, that was horrible. That took me...
Oh, that was hell.
it took me a good 15 hours to do
Ooh.
that mission. It was...
Which is how legendary. Like that's how it should be.
Yeah,
really.
that's how they should be, really. Because then...
Yeah, I think they should be tough
Yeah,
to get.
except for maybe when I never did the Bonnie LD mission, and that was because I just didn't like playing with Kristen. I don't know what it is about Kristen. I just hate her so much.
She's an all-stop.
She is an all stop, but it's confidence all
Confidence
stop.
all
So
stop.
you know that's
Yeah.
so you've shit the bed in your analysis there.
Yeah, indeed, I have.
Anyway, right, let's move on to rankings out of 10 here. Slify, out of 10, what would you give Hopper LD?
I give her a 6 out of 10. I mean, everything, if she plays very well, she does very well, so you can't really fault her for that. But because it's so hard to win with her, and because that there's probably better that you can use, and there's really no reason to use her, I think a 6 out of 10 is very fair.
Okay. Out of 10, what would you give Hopper LD, Ebad?
I'd give Hopper LD a 7 out of 10. She's got decent base, power, and she can do that 8 life gap, which is always nice, and she can turn around games. So yeah, 7 out of 10.
Okay. Out of 10, what would you give Hopper LD, Sean Ray Kid?
I would give it a 6. Like even though it has the same abilities and bonuses, she can actually help you get back into matches. And one battle I had yesterday, this one guy used her and raged a lot and won that round. So I think she's okay, but yeah.
Is there someone's mum calling in the background?
Yeah.
We gonna cut the tape?
Yeah, we'll probably cut that out.
Okay.
Using my amazing editing skills.
You're
Sounds
gonna
good
cut
to
this
me.
part out too? Cause that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
so just waiting.
What card are we doing next, out of curiosity?
Sorry?
What card are we doing next?
Oh, Slify, do you want to do the randomizer again, or
Oh, let's do it!
choose a number from 1 to 4?
That's so much more
do it later.
dramatic.
We'll do it later, actually, won't we?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, because when we did it last time, Slify chose all the bad cards first. He has a sixth sense, I feel.
Clearly, it was part of my master plan.
Yeah. Although I think we should save Fix It for last. That's just my...
Yeah, possibly.
Possibly.
Okay. I'm okay
Sweet.
with this.
Yeah.
I think Fix It's like the main cheese that we want to talk about. In
Yeah.
the cheese factory. I don't know where that metaphor came from anyway. Okay.
It's nearly as bad as
It's
Beanbag.
beanbag. Becky. That's gonna be a new phrase on.
Yeah.
Sean, are you there?
Yeah, my mom told me I had to bring down some bottles, so
Oh, okay.
yeah.
All right, though. I'll cut that out. Don't worry. We're actually still currently recording, but
Oh.
Got a lot to cut out.
all out. Don't you worry, guys. Anyway, right, we'll just kind of start again. Well, we'll start from just your rating out of 10, Sean. So,
Okay.
otherwise we just get loads of trolls.
Yeah.
I don't like trolls. Okay. Right. So, rating out of 10, Sean Ray Kid.
I'll give it a 6 because it's a really good card to get back into the match. But there are some flaws with it, so yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I definitely agree with that. I mean, I think the big issue for me really is just for 4 stars, I just don't think it's worth it really. I mean, when you think about it, you've got your, what's that tiger's name again? Jalil, something. Shit. Okay. Whatever the case, we have that tiger guy, so he's pretty safe. But just have to remember with him, he has only 1 less damage with him, and he's 1 star less. So I mean that's kind of always a big thing. I like to always bring up on New World Talks and stuff. The other thing as well is the competition. We did forget to mention, but we did actually mention in the tape before. I think that's
like Silt and
you've got you've got
Eggman, Booba,
Chill as well. Chill.
Yeah.
Chill. Really?
I never liked Chill.
No.
Well, in my opinion, though, but still, the other 3, they're good cards.
Yeah, I mean, you got your Never and Eggman, which are all right.
Yeah, the other 3 I agree with.
And you guys also agree on Growl?
I think
you use it on
our first take.
Yeah.
And I brought up a depressing story concerning this, which yeah.
The failed survivor.
Failed survivor run, yeah. Anyway, I was back when Plus Life Block wasn't really a strategy. Now it is somehow. Anyway, right, let's move on. So, let's move on to the next card. Slify, are you ready for our amazing tombola?
Let's do this. I'm pumped.
Okay, pick a number between 1 to 4.
Really? That's how we're doing this? Again? You know what? Let's go 2.
2. Oh, Slify. You're very good at picking out the worst cards first.
Did I get fix it?
Okay,
awesome.
no, okay, to be fair actually. The whole release, this whole Friday release actually isn't that bad. I don't think there's a single card I would say that is outrightly crap. That's what I'm trying to say. There's, it's all of them are actually not too bad. But our first release today, as Slify has, chosen correctly, is Costner. Costner
called it.
Oh.
Costner at 3 stars is I've forgotten now. Okay, Costner for the Berserk at 3 stars is a 7/3 with the ability of +1 life per damage. Just very quickly, actually, this card is based off Kevin Costner from the movie Postman. Yeah, everyone's seen this movie on I've never seen Postman. Someone needs to how good Postman is. 'Cause I checked IMDb and it gave it 5.7. So I'm not likely to see Postman anytime soon. So thank you so much for that trombone, according to the card comments there. I mean, just looking at the card comments, I mean, people have been nicer than I expected.
Same here.
Yeah,
because I'm not a big fan of the card.
I honestly thought that there would be a lot of hate for this card, but I feel he's kind of one of those kind of specialist cards that you bring in, as we said earlier with Hopper LD. If you're losing a game, you then bring Costner sort of thing. So anyway, right, let's go straight to initial thoughts. So let's start with Evad. So Evad, initial thoughts on Costner.
I actually really like Costner. Actually, 7/3. You can put an 8 life gap along with his ability and his bonus. I actually think he's a really good card, personally.
Yeah. Just making.
I like it.
8? Oh yeah, it's 8. Sorry, because you have to. Oh, sorry. It just means. Yeah, because obviously Berserk and everything. Anyway. Okay, so what about your thoughts? Your initial thoughts on it, Sean Ray Kid?
I think it's I think it's a pretty good card. Like everyone said so far, you can actually get like an 8 life advantage on your opponent. So
Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah. And what's your thoughts on it, Slify?
It's okay. I'm not a big fan of it.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah, honestly. I'll give some explanation because that's what reviewers do.
True review.
I don't
What
know.
I've heard. I'm not one to talk, so I don't really know. Kind of new to the business, but okay. So the reason is, as many people said in other comments, it's like Naima, and a lot of people like Naima. So I understand why a lot of people like this card. I used to like Naima a lot, and I slowly started to dislike Naima. With the main reason because of this card also has a weakness to not SOA. Well, the SOA, SOB, attack manipulation, power manipulation, all that stuff.
Yeah.
When Costner wins, he does very well. I don't think anyone can really debate that. Costner can change the game for you, and Costner can do amazing things. But at the same time, Costner has the same flaw a lot of Berserk have. He's very weak against attack manipulation, power manipulation, and it's very hard for him to win. I was hoping they would release a 3-star that didn't really have this problem, like a better Kawamashi or something.
Yeah.
And Cosner there's nothing really bad about Cosner anyway. But at the end of the day, he still has the same weakness as the other Berserk have. And while it's a good card still, I think it's not the step in the right direction.
Okay. Spoken like a true hero there, Slify.
Yeah.
Honestly, yeah, that's the same exact thing I was about to say. No, honestly, when I was testing this card, it's just, I think I've just had bad luck with it. I lost 2 games because I tried playing this card. So obviously I'm going to be slightly biased about this. Honestly, I mean, I don't like Naima either. I think that card just makes games very unstable. Like, it kind of makes it just 50-50 if your opponent hasn't got any kind of counters to it or whatever. I think the most important thing I wanted to bring up, actually, it kind of reminds me a lot of Piranha's Pill Manipulation back in the day. I sound like an old veteran on like a wheelchair sort of thing.
You are technically old.
I am technically old game-wise. I've probably spent at least a third of my life playing this game.
Yeah, so pretty much I'm the youngest one. I'm pretty much the youngest one.
You are indeed this one.
Yeah,
So
you are.
So you're going to be... You won't know these references about Pill Manipulation and Piranhas. But anyway, as I was saying, Pill Manipulation with Piranhas was actually slightly legitimate strategy back in the day. And testament to that would be my Pill Manipulation deck, which has got the most viewed most viewed vid, actually, funny enough. And people are still commenting that Smokey CR's...
Nobody cares.
Okay. Alright. Still my...
Stole your thunder there, didn't I?
The thing I wanted to bring into this is that the issue with using Pill Manipulation, as well as with Costner and everything, is it's just double-edged. Like, it can, as Slify said, obviously, if you can hit with him, it's undeniably that you're going to actually cause a huge amount of damage. But if you can hit with him, is the first thing, and if you actually hit with him, but then it's like you have a huge pill disadvantage sort of thing. That's the kind of issue I wanted to bring up, really. But yeah, I mean, what about the competition, though, between the 3 stars, though, Ebad?
I'd probably use him over Kalmashi, because I really do like the gap he puts in. I mean, I know it's difficult to win with him, but I would use him over Kalmashi, personally. And yeah, probably Norman and Vivian actually as well. I'd probably use him over all of them.
What about Lola?
Lola, I forgot about Lola.
Yeah.
I'd use Lola over Costner.
Okay.
If I had to choose one of them, I'd go with Lola.
Obviously, we have a Night Emma fan in the room. Slightly awkward there.
Hey. Oh.
Anyway, yeah. Honestly, I think with Cosner, I mean, if you like Naima, then be my guest. I think a great point that I read in the car comments from Triton is that Berserk aren't really a plus life clan. And kind of, I would kind of agree with that to some extent, whereby I kind of, when I use Berserk, I want to try and KO my opponent, or simply just outdash them.
Yeah.
Would you agree with that, Sean Red Kid?
Yeah, it's just like actual opposite of the Jungo. So like, if you want use them to just like beat your opponent down, yeah, it's supposed to be like that, but I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, definitely. I mean, if you're gonna try and beat your opponent down, then Cosner really isn't a great choice, unfortunately. All right then. I mean, I was just thinking about with Cosner actually. If you're going to use plus like life per damage, I think the kind of best kind of combination with other cards would be damage reduction. And
Yeah, they don't have any.
They don't have any. No, they have Lola. Yeah, that's about it. So
Yeah.
anyway, right, let's move on to ratings out of 10 then. So Slify, lead us off with your rating out of 10.
What's with the size? Come on now.
What do you mean, sign? No, I was just saying, because you're the
You were like, oh,
Slify. Let's lead us off. That sort of thing.
If I must give the reins to Slify, I guess I will ask him for his rating out of 10. That's what I heard, at least.
Oh, okay, that's to you. But no, in all honesty, we're trying to make it like a triumphant sort of thing. Oh,
okay.
like,
Well, anyway, I'll get on to this thing. I personally give Costner a 7. Yeah, that sounds good. 7 out of 10. The reason because, as I said before, he's a very playable card. He's a very good card. He can do a lot of things, but I don't like him because of the high risk involved around him. I personally would use Norman over him, and I think most people would use Lolo over him. Kawamashi, I'm a little iffy on. I can see why people wouldn't use Kawamashi. Like, it's would you rather have 9 more attack or potentially 3 more life difference? So, it's a debate for the ages.
yeah.
But he's a playable card. I don't think he's that bad. I hate on him, but I know he's a good card.
Okay.
That said, wouldn't use him that much.
Okay. Rating out of 10, Sean Red Kid.
I'll give it like 7.5 maybe.
Okay.
Because it's a really good card, and unlike some of the other characters, in my opinion, this card's really like the only one that's gonna give you that one step into better way of getting the advantage on your opponent. So
Yeah.
it's pretty good.
Yeah. I mean, if you can get this hit on Cosner with your opponent at not a huge advantage, then it's just gonna go. No, shit's gonna go down. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I would use it more than Vivian though, because I know you guys don't like the protection abilities as much, and I think that Costner would be way better than Vivian.
Yeah.
So it's.
I think we're all agreed here that Vivian is not the best.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, honestly, Vivian is just one of those cards that you always bring out just to test the waters, sort of thing. I mean, just an example would be that hippo in the Ella or something.
Ella, yeah.
Ella.
And like Red from Piranhas.
Ref. Oh no, Red. Yeah, Red as well.
Yeah.
So there you go. All right, so finally, my rating out of 10. In case you guys.
Oh, don't ask my opinion.
In case you guys actually cared. Obviously, Cosner. I just like the other 3 stars a bit too much. I think Norman, Karamashi, and Lola are better than him, unfortunately. It's controversial, but, I'm one of those guys who doesn't like Nyema, so I'm not really going to like Cosner too much. In playing this card, I think as well, I didn't have great luck with him. Obviously, the 7 power is nice, but then it's unsupported, so it's difficult to really get that hit on your opponent, I guess. Alright, so Slify, are you ready to choose another number? From 1 to...
I am so pumped you don't even...
Didn't realise, yeah. So 1 to 4.
Sarcasm. Sorry.
Okay.
Am I saying a number now? Let's go,
do it a bit,
3.
but,
3.
3. Can you choose another number?
1.
1. Yeah, it's Elvis. Elvis.
Ooh, Elvis.
Yeah.
Cool.
I want to quote someone on Elvis because someone said probably one of the most funny things I've seen in a while. It's probably not funny to you guys, but Mr. Intelligent saying the top rated comment. It's like he's a parody of someone. I just can't put my finger on it. I think that's just brilliant. Anyway, right. Yeah, I know it's one person laughed, so obviously I wasn't alone. Alright, so Elvis at 4 stars for the Berserk is an 8/4 with the ability of stop opponent's ability. So anyway, yeah, let's go to initial thoughts. So initial thoughts on it, Sean Ray Kidd.
It's kind of like wait, I forgot. Jackie, yeah, it's kind of like Jackie CR a little bit, except for the damage. But I think it's going to be pretty good card, but not as much as like Gus and like some of the other 4 stars. But you know, it's going to be like a pretty good card though.
It's a bit controversial.
Controversial there. No, I honestly, I don't know. I can't see why you would like the other 4 stars.
No, I can't. I don't understand that either.
Maybe Gus if you like Burger.
Yeah, Gus and Beef. Those are the only 2 I actually like.
Gus,
Reebok,
really?
I'm not sure yet. So.
All right.
Like if you use like a strategy with it, yeah.
I mean, obviously, it's good if you like a lot of damage, I guess. So actually, you know, that's fair. That's fair to say. Yeah. Initial thoughts on it, Evad?
I think this is by far the best 4-star release that Berserk have had. I mean, this card is pretty much Jackie CR without the attack manipulation. I think it's a really, really good card, actually. It's probably, other than Cortez, I think this is probably the best release Berserk have had so far.
Okay. And initial thoughts on it, Slify?
Hey guys, I would compare this card more to Bogan more than Jackie.
Yeah.
Mainly because they do
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
whatever.
like
I'm
almost
seeing
the
that
same
guy.
stats.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, I agree with everyone. It's a really good card. 8 solid power, SOA. Really nothing to really hate. So yeah, good card.
It's pretty good. I mean, yeah, I'm not too sure where the Jackie CR thing came from.
Because obviously the
Jackie
the
CR is
8/6 and the SOA.
easily, you know, well, you know, but Jackie CR can like kill things.
Yeah,
Like, you know.
Yeah, it's because the attack
You don't
manipulation.
using a 1 power card against your Jackie, you know.
Remember that one battle I put up on my channel, the one with Jackie and Ruby domination?
Okay.
One. I still regret putting that up.
Anyway, moving on. Right, where's it going with this? Anyway, yes, I mean, I would definitely say superb card to play with. I was just I was just using it like about a couple of hours ago, and I had to say when it was great to use. I mean, it's just one of those cards you can actually open with normally. Because a lot. Hold on. Okay, right, as I was saying. Because the problem with the Berserk, I would say, is their openings aren't particularly good. However, with Elvis, having the SOA, it does, firstly, get rid of a lot of damage reduction, unless you're working against Scales, Roots, or Geist, whatever.
Pussycats.
Pussycats, I apologise. And so that allows a lot of flexibility in an offensive way. But defensively, though, if you're gonna throw away, because you know there's a lot of defensive DRs, SOA cards. I mean, a good example would be Ottercool, if anyone's ever used him. Because he's very good at going up against like big damage, big like ability cards such as like Nightmare and stuff.
Yeah.
Which is very nice. Having said this, though, do you think that? I mean, Slify, do you think that he is the best 4-star for the clan?
Yes. The end.
Just putting that, you know.
So, he is the best one. He has the 8 solid power. He has a good ability. He has no backlash. He can play it at any time. He's not a situational card, and a lot of their 4-stars are very situational cards.
Yeah.
So I think he's the best, and they needed the solid 4-star.
Something that was brought up because, I mean, looking at the card comments, everyone likes this card. There's no doubt about it. But something that was brought up And that was against Pussycats and Piranhas. I mean, do you think, Slify, that when going up against those two clans, that this card loses a lot of its kind of potential, having only 4 damage?
Yes, but you can debate that with many a card in the game.
Okay. In what way? Do you mean that?
Well, like many cards in the game, like if you put it against Pussycats or something, won't do a lot of damage. So, it's like every card in the game has a weakness like that, so...
Okay, that's fair then. I mean, it still does 6 solid damage even without those things, so... that's
right.
very nice. And another great thing about it is, as well, is it can KO with Cortez. Yeah. That overrated card, Slify. Yeah.
I'd comment, but I'm too nice.
Anyway, right. Okay, there's nothing too more we need to say about this. So I think we can go to ratings out of 10. So let's start with Sean Red. What is your rating out of 10 for Elvis?
I'll give it like 8, pretty much, because like everyone said, it's a pretty good card. But I think it's like gonna be like a good knockout with Cortez, which is really good to have. Like if you really use like a berserk deck, but like some of the cards, like in my opinion, it's like a little bit better. But
Okay.
Yeah.
All right then. So rating out of 10, Evad.
I'll give him a 9 out of 10. Actually, I really like this card. The 8 power can hit 6 with the bonus. Maybe weak to Piranhas and Pussycats, as we said, but he's got a great ability, great power. So yeah, I'll give it a 9 out of 10.
Okay, and finally, Sniffing out of 10. What would you give him?
I'm gonna venture a 9.5.
9.5. Ah.
Yeah.
Okay.
The reason is I don't believe in the future, regardless of what's released, this card will ever lose the 4-star spot. And I could be wrong because something impressive may come out, but it's very hard to see anything better than this card without it being overpowered and banned.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that stuff. I mean, 8, of course, because I'm a noob.
Follower.
Because Slify is overruling, I don't know where I'm going.
Pretty cool guy who has no flaws.
He's no flaws whatsoever.
No flaws.
He's absolutely he's amazing with Ricardo as well.
Everything's
always
amazing with
mentioning
Ricardo.
the best card of the game.
Best card, yeah, exactly.
Without a doubt.
Anyway, yeah, I mean, definitely agreeing with Slify there. I don't think you can give any lower than 9, if I'm being honest with you, because I don't think there's a huge amount of flaws with him. As Slify said, I mean, we said with the Pussycats, Piranhas and stuff. Obviously, it's going to go down to 4 damage, which isn't huge. But having said that, though, I mean, every other kind of card like Elvis is going to be affected by that, so that's always going to be a problem. So I mean, yeah. Having said that, though, I still think Elvis is a pretty good card. I would probably give it. Honestly, I don't see much flaw with it, so I'm verging towards the 10, but I don't think I might just give it a 9.5 out of 10, just to copy Slify there. Right. Okay, well, let's look at the the 4th release in our UR talk, which was Ashiko. Ashiko at 8-1 at the 8-1 for the Jungle at 2 stars. It has the ability of stop plus 3. Now, Slify, I didn't want to bring this up, but is that another stop card?
It's another stop card.
Oh, okay.
It's one of those things.
As you all know, guys, we've never actually rated a good stop card well. Me and Slify, we have something against stop cards, and that is the fact that they're stop. That they're really rare to actually ever activate. Just firstly, before we begin our scrutinizing of Ashiko, I just have this fun fact that Pac-Man put on the old card comments here. Pac-Man states the following: apparently, drop bears, which is what Ashiko is based off, are natively found in Australia. They're often misunderstood. The drop bear tends to be lazy and a quiet creature. However, when a passerby walks underneath their nesting tree, they tend to become quite defensive. The consequences for walking into a drop bear's habitat can be quite painful, often resulting in multiple scratches, if not death. So there you go. There's your fact of the day. Apparently you have to use, like, flip-flops to scare them away. Of all things to use.
The only ever decent use for flip-flops.
That is, indeed. Wow. I never knew that. But I would personally use a gun, if I'm being honest with you.
Start throwing flip-flops at it.
Oh shit. Just have these flip-flops. Oh wow, they fit me.
Starts wearing it.
Talking about. Anyway, another cool fact apparently about Ashiko, just to round off our cool facts, is apparently it's based off a real life koala, which was called Asher, which was hit by 2 cars while crossing the street. The little guy survived and happily living at Australia Wildlife Hospital while he recovers. So there you go. That's a nice story. Nice story. Anyway, right, let's move on. So, firstly, initial thoughts. Evad, initial thoughts on Ashiko.
Where to start, really? It's got decent power. Yeah, that's really about it. It's really the only good point. It's got decent power.
Okay. That's been, a little bit harsh there, but that's fine. I'm sure the artist spent a long time.
The art's not bad.
It's just a koala bear, really. Well, actually, no, we shouldn't be calling it koala bears. Apparently, that's politically incorrect.
What?
Because koala bears, they're not bears. They're marsupials, as I've mentioned. No. Anyway, it's different. Derp. Thank you, Zinc Spider, for bringing that up. Anyway, right, so Slify, initial thoughts on Ashiko.
He has 8 solid power. If his stop goes off, he's pretty good. DRs do nothing against him.
That is pretty good. Okay, that's fair enough. Finally, Shunrei Kid, Ashiko, out of 10. What would you give Ashiko? No, I'm not out of 10. No, hold on, one ago. No, initial thoughts, sorry.
The power is pretty good. The stoppability just kills it, and then and it's a bit better than Peg, a little bit power wise, but it's not the best release.
Yeah.
This past week. So,
yeah, I think the difference though between him and Ashiko, or Peng, obviously, Peng is defends, so.
Yeah, Peng.
I think it's although having said that, Ashiko can make a nice little trash card you can throw.
Yeah.
Yeah. When are you going to ever get the stop though? It's very rare.
Just I mean, obviously, as I've stated so much on my vids and everything, I just find stops so difficult to activate, and your opponent has to be a retard to just throw a stop on you. So saying that. Okay, right, we are being a bit harsh. To be fair, it's not actually that bad. Looking at the card comments, people have been very nice to this card. Some actually say, 8 out of 10. It's about an average of 8 out of 10, actually. So maybe we are in the wrong here. Maybe we're, in the space of things, we're actually the bad guys in all this. And there are something you can say. Obviously, with the Geist Roots dominance at the moment in Elo, having stop is very good. Firstly, and actually having the 8 power. It's not bad. It's actually very good. Actually, 8 power for 2 stars. It does have the 1 damage. It is actually bolstered a little bit by the +2 life. So you can.
Basically an 8/3 2-star.
Yeah. So actually, it's not.
If you do get the stop to work, you actually get a 6.
Yeah,
advantage on your opponent.
Yeah, you get the 6 gap, which is good. Yeah. Although having said this though, as we know, all looks good on paper and everything with stop, but in fairness, it's never going to come out. But anyway, there's the thing I would say though is that if you think about it, it's a bit like War Dog just with one less damage, but then has a stop ability. So
Yeah.
I'm just making that. Anyway, so Slify, what do you think in competition? Do you think that Ashiko's any good?
No.
Words of a true hero there.
To be like, let's go down the list. Boris, SOB for 2 less power and 1 more damage. I would kind of like Boris a little bit more
Oh,
personally.
really?
Yeah.
Well, I
think
mean, to be fair, I've never really used Boris, so
No.
maybe wanted-
I'll take an ability over a thing that sometimes happens but rarely does.
Yeah.
Personally.
Okay, that's a good point.
I think he's better than Ella, if that means anything.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Definitely. Yeah. Definitely agree with that. That's a good.
Yeah.
But then there's the two more important ones: Mindy and
And
No.
Peg.
Peng.
No.
Definitely not as good.
I would debatably use Samba over him. I'm not gonna
Wow.
lie.
Okay. Actually,
I would maybe use Wendy over
Wendy as well. Yeah.
a little bit.
Yeah, I forgot about Wendy.
Wendy. Yeah.
Wendy.
So
The revenge card in the
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
the
and,
revenge damage +2.
it's not that bad really, Wendy.
No, I like Wendy actually, as it happens.
But anyway, enough of that. As I was about to say, actually, I mean, think about it though. Mono choices. Didn't think of that now, did we? I mean, obviously,
Yeah,
Jungo aren't. I wouldn't say that. Well, actually, not too bad in mono. I mean, they do have Bubba in the support role, but then having Ashiko in your deck, it does create that sort of utility in your deck. I don't know if you guys agree with me there, and I'm just kind of throwing that out into the open.
I would use Mindy and Peng, and if I need a third 2-star, we have problems. And even if I need a 3rd star, I would use Wendy.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think I agree with that.
Okay.
definitely agree.
Slify has spoken.
Dun, 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 dun.
Dun 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 dun. Anyway, let's round this off. So Slify, rating out of 10. What would you give Ash?
I give him a 5 out of 10. I really don't like this card.
Okay. Out of 10, what would you give him, Evad?
I'm actually going to give him a 4 because I really don't see him ever being used
Okay.
in any deck really. So yeah, 4 out of 10.
Okay, and finally, Shumray Kid, what would you give him out of 10?
I'll say 4 because like it's not like as really good as like the others, but like it might have some potential, but it's not going to be the best
Okay.
or like at the top. So
Wow, you guys are really harsh against Ashiko. Okay, we hate stopping this show, but wow, some serious trolling there.
Yeah, I gotta go eat breakfast.
Ashiko is not as bad as people would say.
Yeah, I gotta go eat breakfast. So
Okay,
yeah.
that's a bit awkward. Well,
Yeah.
while you eat breakfast, I'll discuss my rating out of 10.
Sorry.
We talked about Draub like about 6 months ago or so.
Oh, draw.
Draub. And there was a good point that me and Slify brought up, which was, what if Draub was in a different clan? And I think we mentioned something like La Junta or like Jungo, it actually wouldn't be that bad. And now we have this card that's exactly like Draub, except with plus life. Yeah, now we're kind of hating on him, so I feel this is a bit unfair, really. Having said that, though, I still think he's crap. So let's move.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know, give like 5 out of 10 or something. We'll just copy Slify. Okay, so let's review the last card on our list of cards to review, and that is Fix It. Now, I know what you guys are thinking. This is got to be one of the most controversial cards that have come out in a while. I mean, this is on Kylus level sort of thing, for being honest with you. So anyway, right, so Fix It at 5 stars is a 7/6 with the ability of protection, power, as well as protection damage. This is actually the first card ever to have 2 abilities. So anyway, yo, Slify!
Yo!
How'd you like to
What's up, dog?
So you can ability. That basically means,
Yo, respect, my homie.
From the hood.
from
I'm American. I can do this. I think.
he can do it. He's also Asian as well.
Really?
Mad, probably.
He helps him. Anyway, so initial thoughts on it, Sliffy.
I think this card is really, really, really good, personally. A little biased, though, because I kind of like the bangers a lot. The fact that it has 9 power means it beats most cards with 8 power. 6 damage is really nice, because a lot of bangers 2-hit KO with 6 damage. The best part about this card is you can't just play a DR and ignore it like you can against Bowden Power and other cards. You have to fight it, or you're going to take the 6. And if you have to fight it, then you're fighting something with 9 power, and most cards can't beat it pill for pill.
Okay. I was just thinking, actually, concerning the parody that it's based off. I don't know if you've ever seen that episode of Pimp My Ride.
Oh, I've seen that show.
If you want to be a player, put your wheels in, sir.
There was this one really stupid thing where they put, like, the guy put television screens in, like, the rear lights, so then people behind can see what they're watching.
That could get you in a lot of trouble.
Easily the stupidest thing I've ever seen. In the UK, we tried to make our own version called Pimp My Ride UK.
With Westwood.
Westwood!
The biggest fag of all time.
Yo, Westwood here! He's about 60, Westwood, and I have no idea why he's still on the radio? What? Moving on, let's go to initial thoughts again. So, Sean Red Kid, initial thoughts on Fix It.
Fix It, it's a pretty good card. You do have to worry about that ability though. Like, if you're the opposing team, you can't use all-stars on it. You can't use hands who have the damage reduction. So, like, if you really, really like the bangers, this one could be a good one for your team. So.
Okay. Is someone pushing, like, one of those pen things?
Yeah, sorry, that was me.
Okay. You know...
Sorry.
You know, it's disrupting our talk.
Yeah.
You know. I feel it's more
Just
personal.
fiddling. Sorry.
Every day I'm fiddling. Anyway, initial thoughts on Fix It.
Who's that?
Oh, Evad,
Oh.
Sorry. You're the last one, so, I mean...
Yeah,
being-
you kind of have to be fixed, otherwise you take 6 damage. Me and Sliff were talking about, obviously, I agree with him, he's the second best 5-star in the band clan, other than Shan. But yeah, it's kind of card you kind of really have to beat, and I think we'll see it popping up quite a bit in ELO.
Okay. I mean, there's definitely things we need to be fearful about this card. And that goes without saying. I mean, the only cards that can actually reduce his damage are the following: Yayoi, Yuki, Arno, Gina. That one with the poncho. I don't know what it's called. Atalalobiet or something. Bristone, Sigmund CR. So they're the only cards that are actually able to reduce his damage, which is actually kind of rather worrying, actually. And the other thing that we need to be worrying about is actually there's only 9 cards that can actually reduce its power, and I can't remember what they are, but you know, it just goes without saying really that. But I think the reasons why we shouldn't be fearful though is that actually Piranhas and Nightmare can actually reduce his power, or his will cancel out his bangers bonus, which actually surprised me actually, because I thought that with his protection power, I thought it was meant to block against that, but apparently it doesn't. So there's your fact of the day. The more you know, the more you know. What do you think about his Survivor Type 2 options, though, Sniffy?
Is they're good? Question mark. Like, you can take down the Uranus, the grass.
Well, I mean, really, is he good, and, you know, stuff like that? Because I think that's where he's kind of mainly based at, really. If I'm being honest with you.
He could 5-star, but regardless, I think he's really special in Type 2, because he can take down the Uranus and stuff. Your opponent can just, like, block with Uranus, like, they can go get a lot of cards. And he can just ignore that weakness.
Okay. I mean, is there any ELO options though, Evad? You think that this card's going to be used in ELO a lot?
Yeah, I do think it'll be used in Elo. But I think it'll be used as a Bowden power, because people can just throw out the speed and, just ignore Bowden really. Obviously Shan's got a permanent ban. I think he's really probably the best choice for a 5-star for bangers in Elo, and I think we'll see him used a lot.
Okay. People have been worrying quite a lot about this card, obviously. People have been saying, "Oh, get the ban hammer out," as they do, and then I have to make a parody about it, or about Hitler and everything. Moving on. So Sean Ray Kid, do you think that this card should be banned, or is it not actually that amazing?
I think it's not like as amazing as like Willie or Shan, but like it could be like a good backup for like some of the characters who's like banned. So yeah.
Okay. I just figured I'm not a big fan of Willie, to be fair.
No, neither am I. The courage.
Fortunately, Willie, I think the issue is with him is just that damage reduction kind of takes him down.
That's the only problem.
Yeah. I said that though in Type 2 Survivor, and that's where I think he shines really.
Yeah, with the Ambry and whatnot.
Yeah. Apparently Skype is telling me high sounds are coming from your speaker. Huh. You guys better stay quiet, Whisper. Anyway. Right, I wish we could go on a bit more about this card actually, because there's a lot to say about it. But really, I think if you guys are worrying about this card in kind of, this is generally to the audience right now. If you're worrying about Fix It and if it's going to be causing a huge impact on the game, I personally don't think it's going to be the biggest thing in the world. Having said that, though, we said that about Kylus. Slify, if you remember ages ago, with your reviews and everything. If you remember, people were saying, "Oh no, Kylus won't be a great card," and then it actually turned out it was a really good card, and it ended up getting Elo banned as a result. So I think we should definitely not be like thinking that Fix It's going to be the best thing in the world, but you never know. It might become a really good card, hopefully for the clan.
Yeah.
Anyway, right, there's someone's Skype is talking. I can hear it.
Oh, me. I don't have friends.
Not me.
No, I think that was me actually. I'll just ignore them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're your pimps. Or your
my
hoes.
bitches.
Yo, Westwood. I bet you're Westwood actually in disguise.
Yeah, I'm Westwood in disguise.
Westwood.
That's what.
Yo,
my new urban,
yo, Stevie.
My new urban rivals name is going to be Westwood.
Westwood. There you go. I have no idea what Evad means really.
Anyway, continue.
Right. Apparently people actually like it when we go really off topic, according to the comments in the last video. Maybe this could be the new thing really. Anyway, right, so finally, let's go to ratings out of 10. So Slify, rating out of 10 for Fix It.
Ooh, leading with Slify. I would give him a 9. Yeah, that. The reason being, he's very solid. I don't think he's gonna be like the new Kyle. He's that overpowered, but he has a lot of potential. I think he can bring bangers to be, if they weren't already the most clan, even more like dominating clan. He takes on a lot of problems that a lot of clans have. He is a nearly flawless card himself, and overall, he's quite amazing.
Okay, I definitely agree with that. Obviously, maybe not so as overpowered as Kylus as we once thought. Because I think with Kylus, the difference between him and Fix It is Kylus had the gate damage. So
yes,
just bringing that up. I kind of want to think that he's a bit like Hawk a little bit. Maybe that's just me, but I think that Hawk has the similar sort of thing with him that he had the SOA, which meant he can go through DRs sort of thing and stuff like that. So I don't know. Initial thought. No, sorry. Final rating out of 10 though. Sean Ray Kid.
I'll give it like a 9 out of 10. It's a pretty good card. Like it doesn't have like as much as some of the others. It can actually not have a lot.
Sorry, hold on. Can you start again? It's just completely. Your sound went completely blah 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 everywhere there.
Okay, it's a pretty good. There's some problems with it. It's going to be a pretty variable, and it could be a really good backup. At 600 the others, but not like as much as top guy.
Yeah, I can't. Sorry.
Yeah, I didn't.
Forget it. Forget it then. Forget it. It doesn't matter. Well, yeah, I mean, definitely. I think the main point you said about 9 out of 10, really.
Yeah.
It's a good card. Good card. Indeed, we shall raise our Velociraptor. I don't know if you guys have ever seen that meme, Velociraptor.
Yeah. Raptor Jesus, have you seen that one?
If bread was the best invention, what was the best thing before sliced bread? Oh.
It's just like of bread, not
Was it the orange the fruit, or was it orange that was named after the fruit, or was it orange that was named after the colour? Makes you think. If money is the root of all evil, then why does the church ask for money?
Through that conspiracy.
It's a conspiracy.
Conspiracy.
Anyway, out of 10, Evad.
I'm actually going to give him like a 5. I really can't think of a down on this card. There's like 7 cards that can reduce his damage. Did you say 9 that can reduce his power? And pretty much a 9/6 with his bonus just makes him a beast in any deck, really. And I can see him getting like vote banned for weeks in a row, but I don't think he'll permanently ban. But yeah, I'm going to give this card 5.
Yeah. I think the big point I forgot to actually mention was that people didn't like the fact that it had 2 abilities.
Coming in the future.
I don't think people want to have 2 abilities with their card. It makes it a little bit similar to other card games. I think I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong here, but when I used to play back in the day, Magic the Gathering had things that had like 2 abilities, or like would flip over or something. I don't know, some stupid things like that.
Yeah, it would have like 2 abilities or more.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of just makes it a bit stupid then. And well, how far do we go with these, stupid stuff?
I'm worried about future, like a plus and a damage card or something stupid like that.
Yeah.
Hopefully not.
Oh, it'll just be stupid after a while. Anyway, so I'm just going to give it a rating out of 10 now. I thought about giving it 10 earlier, but it's not like perfect. I mean, if you don't play with this card right, you're gonna not do well. I mean, the fact is 6 power is nice, I guess, which is all right for a 5-star, but it's not like amazing. I personally like to have huge nukes in my 5-star, but that's just me. But yeah, either way, though, I'm probably gonna give it a 9.5 out of 10. I still think it's a pretty good card and everything. Anyway, right, let's finish this off now. So because we only got like about 50 minutes to finish this. Okay, so thank you all for watching. Hopefully you guys can comment below and everything. I'd love to hear your comments and everything on what you thought about the new cards and everything. Make sure you also rate this up and everything, and hopefully subscribe as well. So that's it from me. This is me signing out, as well as Slify,
The greatest.
and Evad,
Yeah.
and Shumray Kid.
Yep.
Okay, that's why you meant to go bye, but that's fine.
Bye.
I'll see you guys all later. Make sure you check out their channels and everything. I'll put links in the description below, as said before. So I'll see you guys all later. This is Mixer12 signing out.